Hi everyone, it's Steve Ambrose here at Innovaccer's booth 2216 here at HIMSS23. And with me today is Rohan Choudhari. Rohan is the Director of Product Strategy at Innovaccer. Nice to have you with us today, Rohan.
Great to be here, Steve.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here at HIMSS.
Yeah, so I'm Rohan Choudhari. I'm Director of Product Strategy, as you rightly mentioned. I am part of the population health management vertical at Innovaccer, and we look at the market from a strategy standpoint. We see where we want to invest, what are the next big things in the market, and we bring that to places like HIMSS that we can showcase and sell those products, of course.
And what do you have for us today, Rohan?
Yeah, so today I'm talking about health equity, which is probably top of mind for most people, most provider customers, health systems, ACOs, everyone. It's a rapidly developing space, a lot of investment, a lot of product features, innovations happening in the space, and we have some exciting cool features to show you.
Okay, well, looks like we're ready to go here, and why don't you take us through it?
Awesome. So when we talk about health equity, I think the most important piece is getting the data and ensuring that the data is being used and shown in the right ways. So I'll start with what we call our social vulnerability index, and that's sort of base and a very important aspect of our solution overall. So until very recently, we were at a zip code level, and you could see the SVI scores for the individual patients only at a zip code level. We've gone beyond that. We've brought in Experian data, we merged it with our existing SVI scores, and now the SVI scores can go down to the individual patient level, which we feel is a game changer because the strategies, the stratification, everything can be done to a much more granular level. So what you'll see is we have different low SVI, medium SVI, high or very high as the 4 parameters here. But more importantly, what you can also see is you can see the maps, you can see the distribution across the different zip codes, different counties. You can also go down to the patient level and you can see this information up to a very granular level. Now, what is underneath these SVIs? These are different factors. So you can see there's access to food, transportation, education, economics, multiple different things that we use to calculate these SVIs, and you can see our distribution across these parameters as well. Going down further, I want to see this across, I want to see it across the race, ethnicity, preferred language, age groups. So you can see this, the crosswalk across these factors as well, and you can see your distribution across these dimensions. How do I do with outcomes? At the end of the day, we all want to see how it's impacting our day-to-day work and our outcomes. And so you can see the crosswalk with readmissions, avoidable EDs, risk recaptures, annual wellness visits. And so all of these are very actionable parameters that you can use to stratify and work on your population. Moving ahead, the other tab you'll see on these nifty dashboards is the cohort builder. Now, I understand that this is all great at an aggregate level, but how can I get down to the individual population, individual patient level? So you see a lot of filters here. You can filter by the distribution, gender, preferred language, gaps, ED visits, all of these SVI factors individually that we had shown in the last screen. And I just pick and choose the filters, and it will just help me create a very targeted outreach or a very targeted list of patients that I can potentially go after. So I do my filters and I can get that individual patient list. Now, a very important aspect of SDoH is health equity. And ACO Reach program, which is the new program that CMS has launched. Big focus on health equity, and we were ensuring that our customers are prepared for the requirements of the Reach program as well. So you'll see 2 big components, the demographic reporting and the SDoH reporting, and we support both of them. So you'll be able to see the missing demographic data, and also the distributions across the different health equity dimensions. And then of course the reporting from both demographic as well as SDoH standpoint. So we have capabilities to both ingest and export the data, and then also you can track it through the year through these nifty dashboards. So very helpful both from an overall health equity standpoint, but also from an ACO Reach standpoint.
Rohan, thank you for taking us through that demonstration. When you see all this data and all the data that's being captured, how is that made actionable in real world?
Very important question, Steve. So all this data is very helpful and great. Now the next step is, what do I do? I have understood what are the missing factors, what the patient needs. Now I need community resource workers to act on those, with those patients, work with those patients and help close those gaps. So for that, we've partnered with FindHelp, and otherwise called Anbertha, and it's completely integrated with our system. We offer closed loop referrals. You can place the referrals, you can track the referrals, and it helps our care managers strategize, create those work lists, work with the Anbertha resources to close those gaps. So that helps us not only capture the data, but also action on it.
Rohan Choudhari, appreciate the time.
Thank you, Steve.
This is Steve Ambrose from Innovaccer's booth 2216 at HIMSS23, and we invite you to stop down to booth 2216, learn more about the new products that Innovaccer has released as of HIMSS at the announcement, and there's plenty of people here that can take you through product demonstrations and show you how it can help your organization.